get my setup set up. And I see some people are already here. Thank you. And I got a last minute request for Sagittarius, so bear with me for a moment. I'm going to get the card out for Sagittarius. We're going to do Sagittarius tonight. As many of you know, I only do requested signs. So if your sign was not requested, it is not being done. Y'all know the drill, but for the newbies, I gotta say it. And how do you request? You make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. There we go. And I will go live every new and full moon, and I will make sure to remind y'all that we're going live and that it will be your time to request if you want, okay? Who has been requested tonight? Well, we have Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Aquarius, okay? Now I'm like really being challenged today. I'm using lipstick instead of a marker. You gotta improvise. By the way, I'm at this different location that I didn't intend to be at. Pray for me, it's my first time here. Because where I was gonna film, no internet. So we have to improvise. But hey, I'm here. I'm here. What I'm gonna do is I will draw, okay? And we're not gonna go in any particular order. I'm just going to read for whatever card comes out, whatever sign comes out, that's what I'm going to read for. And I am kind of doing this on the fly today, so we're going to go as Spirit leads. Okay. Let me clear the space also. I'm using my sage spray because I accidentally left my regular sage at home with the candles and all of that. So sage spray, for those of you who don't know, I sell it on Etsy if you want some. And I sell it at, when I do my events, I sell it at my booth. So we're saging with my sage spray. And I see we've got some people joining in. Jean, nice to see you too. Joe is asking, is this live? Yeah, you know, that looks like it's Joe Biden or some kind of parody channel. Yeah, it is Joe Biden. It is. Did you take your meds today? I hope so. We're not doing Scorpio though, and Joe Biden is Scorpio, so darn, nobody requested Scorpio. Sorry, Joe Biden. No reading for you tonight. Welcome on in, Holly. Joe is saying the CIA informed me of the show. Fantastic. Well, you know, you probably got those hot files over in, you know, at Trump's mansion, right? CIA, FBI, probably. You know, I know Trump's watching me, right? Yes, good citizens. All right, I see some other people are joining in. Trend Zone and Holly Atkinson. Hello, welcome on in. And I am so hot. If y'all are struggling to hear me with the AC going, my apologies, but I desperately need it, okay? It's like damn near 100 or something. I don't even look anymore, okay? So hot in Texas. But I got my HTO today. I got my HTO. Today's flavor is almond green. All right, I think we're gonna make it. We got our Texas tea. We got our AC. People are joining in. We'll see what card comes out first. And let me say that if y'all want a timestamp, that helps me greatly. If y'all want to leave me a tip and help a sister out. Links are down below for PayPal, Cash App. Dang, what else do I have? PayPal, Cash App, Square, Venmo. Okay, if y'all want to leave a tip, much appreciated. I don't care if it's like $1, $5, whatever. Or catch me next time. I'll be back over here, you know, when we go live again in another 2 weeks, right? Because it's every full and new moon. But let's see what Spirit wants me to read for first. What sign does Spirit want me to read for first? Oh, of course, the star, Aquarius. Well, why not? Why not, right? It is a full moon in Aquarius, so why not start off reading for Aquarius first? That makes sense. All right. Oh, I know my fellow Aquarians are going to love this. All right, so let's start off with some simple oracle cards. I want to look at what Aquarius needs to let go of and surrender. This is a full moon, right? Full moons are a time of release, culmination, letting go. And you know, if this is happening in our first house, the sun right now is in the 7th house, so you might be getting a lot of spotlight on your relationships, your partnerships, maybe romantic, maybe business, might be family. These are long-term committed partnerships, maybe contracts as well. But with the moon in that first house, you're having to let go of something. And you know, this Saturn is also in Aquarius, right there next to that moon in Aquarius. So you're probably feeling the squeeze on you personally, individually. I recently put out a video about that. My last video, if y'all missed it, about Saturn in Aquarius, the full moon in Aquarius. It is on my channel. Y'all can watch it when we finish. This is, though, I gotta say this, probably the astrology that I'm talking about here is most relevant if you are an Aquarius rising, okay? So let's see what Aquarius needs. There it goes, and it dropped to the floor. Surrender stress. Absolutely. Let it go. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Some of you maybe need to take a walk out in nature, go barefoot, okay? Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So, you know, this depends on where, like if you're like me and you're Aquarius sun, but your rising is different, right? Like I'm a Taurus rising. This is hitting my 10th house. I'm not entirely resonating with that card right now, just to be perfectly honest with you. But I feel this is about, regardless of how things are going, maybe with your career, your status, looking at the abundance is within you, right? We are not where we live. We are not what we drive. We are not where we work. We are the creators of wealth and abundance in our lives. We're the powerhouses, okay? And so I think some of you need to really let go of stress and any feeling that maybe your success is being blocked by things external, because the power is within, is really what I'm getting off of that. Some of you may feel that you have been blocked in some respect because of Saturn in our sign. Look at wherever your Aquarius placements are. You may have feel limitation, restriction, wherever Saturn is in your natal chart, whatever house that is telling you where you're feeling that squeeze on your life. But some of you need to let go. I'm hearing let go and let God, okay? Let go and let God. Take your hands off of stuff. I don't know why I'm hearing Jesus take the wheel. I haven't heard that in forever. Okay. This is what you need to open up to. This card says wandering path. Enjoy the journey. Well, it's been a ride, has it not? Begin now. And usually with full moons, we're talking about endings. But with every ending, there's a new beginning. Okay? So whatever it is that you are sealing up within yourself right now, whatever you're finalizing, you got this brand new beginning coming in. Maybe you just don't know what is around the bend, what is around the corner. That might have you a little stressed out, like where is this going? And with Saturn right there on that moon, in your first house, could be very emotional. Some of you, I'm hearing emotionally constipated. Yeah, I just said that. Emotionally constipated, wow, over there. About what? About what? Tell me about what? Oh my God, look at all that dropped. Obstacles. Some of you feel like you are personally being limited and held back. Look at the water there. It just takes me back to this lunar energy of you feeling like, and I got that under there, the well. Look at this deep dive that she's taking into the unknown, right? So some of you are just maybe feeling quite limited, but find your peace, right? That goes back to this releasing the stress, letting it go. Might take some discipline on your part, although I'm feeling a lot of you are feeling Saturn has this very disciplinarian type of, and again, some of you are at a time when you are trying to increase your life, you're trying to come into abundance, but if you feel like you're being taken to task with responsibilities, obligations, obstacles, challenges, some of you might feel like you are stuck. And I'm seeing a lot of, oh wow, I'm getting some more of this wandering type of, where did I see it before? And I'm seeing it again, this word wandering. This is a synchronicity. The wanderer. Wandering path. I have honestly felt with my 3 Aquarius placements, Sun in Aquarius, Mercury, Midheaven in Aquarius, felt like kind of this treading card here where it's almost like visually I feel like I'm crossing a river, jumping from boulder to boulder to boulder, and maybe there's somebody waiting there for me on that boulder to catch me, like I got you, you're not gonna fall, you know. But yeah, it's this feeling of where is this going? And somebody just chimed in and said, had enough, when is this going to end? Christina, if you are talking about Saturn in Aquarius, this restriction that Aquarians have felt, the limitation, the challenges, the obstacles, the heaviness, okay? Unfortunately, Saturn is not coming out of Aquarius until like, it's like another 2 years, okay? And so, because it just started late last year, and it's a 2.5, Saturn, it usually takes 2.5 years to make it through each sign. So, I'm sorry. The best thing you can do with this is figure out what the lessons are with Saturn and step up to the challenge, because if you can do it, then you're going to get rewarded. But I am not gonna lie, I am right there with you, and I am like seriously being taken to task as to how am I gonna make it through the next 2 years if things keep going where they're going, or the direction that they've been going. I'm like, I don't know how to, like, you know what I'm saying? So I relate to you. Let me see if I can do a quick 5-card spread for Aquarius. I'm not going to make light of it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I mean, I will try to say, look, here's how we can make the most of it. Here's the benefit. But this is another card of things being at a standstill or a stalemate. And let me just tell you, currently right now with this energy, there is this kind of stop and go type of energy collectively for all of us, because of the fact that the moon and Saturn are both in Aquarius, and Uranus is square the moon. So what we're getting with Uranus is this go, be a change maker, innovate, level up, revolutionize things, okay? Do something new. Yet with Saturn there right on the moon, it's like, stop, hold off, wait a second, you need to assess. Do you have everything that you need to do this? You know, what are your responsibilities? And so it's kind of like what I said in the last video I put out about this energy of, a lot of us are trying to break free of limitations, but we can't just be rambunctious about it and irresponsible. With Saturn there, you've got to be very responsible. Some of you, your minds are real, like, okay, now there might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that is relevant. Might be someone under 30 or somebody younger than you. Could be a message, an inquiry for some of you that you're making that's coming in. These cards are really wanting to talk. Getting about money and career. Some of you taking decisive action to move on in things, to try to get forward movement, take control of your life. Some of you might have some kind of love interest or offer involving a masculine, possibly an Aries. I'm seeing somebody being single, pair, withdrawn, okay? Somebody's trying to put out a loving message. Let me get the 5-card spread, because right now I'm feeling with these cards very about like that, okay? Very chatty, all over the place, restless, mentally restless energy is what I'm getting out of this. And maybe that's why your cards from the beginning were about try to maintain your peace. And some of you, if you feel stuck, like things are in a stalemate or a standstill, and I saw that with the cards, or you don't know where something is headed or going, you can't see what's around the bend. Honestly, it's leaving a lot of, I'm hearing that saying, idle hands are the devil's workshop. I don't know where I'm getting all of this. And I'm not saying that any of you were caught up in Satanism, right? Don't read me wrong. What I'm saying is that the mind is going all over the place, maybe places it shouldn't. And some of you are trying to get forward movement with your life. You're trying to break free of some stuff. But this stop and go energy is just messing with you, okay? 5-card spread for Aquarius. All right, so this is very spiritually guided, okay? The Temperance card. This is, Spirit stepping in, giving you messages, trying to help you balance things out. And for some of you, it's with your money. Some of you, it's your emotions. Some of you, it's your health. We'll find out. We'll find out more. I think the main issue here is some of you are trying to make plans with your life, and it might have to do with partnership for some of you. But again, I'm seeing something about this wandering path of where in the world am I headed on this journey, okay? In the past, you withdrew, maybe decided to go it alone. Either you were single or you were in a relationship where you felt alone, or you might as well be alone. Some of you were maybe seeking counsel, seeking advice, maybe about your money, about your relationships, maybe going to spiritual people. You were trying to find the light in this dark, cold space that you felt you were in. I keep hearing unsupported, unsupported. Big surprise. Aquarius feels unsupported. Story of our lives, right? The water bearer. Wishing on a star, pouring it out to humanity until the well runs dry and there's nothing left to give because nobody's replenishing it. So, future, well, not a fan of that at all because it's telling me there is some type of separation. Though it might be, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Some things you do want to separate from, okay? But I will say past and future is looking very... Are you distancing yourself and getting away from things and people? We'll find out. Oh, here we go again. Another one about emotionally disconnecting, and that's really what's hinging this all together. The outcome. Some of you are at a time in your life where you are very much, again, I'm seeing the stuck energy here, where you, and I'm seeing a lack of support, not giving or getting a commitment in the outcome, because you're having to look at things from another perspective, maybe realizing that a sacrifice needs to be made. Some of you, I am seeing a lot of light though around you, okay? In this alone time, you are getting a lot. I'm here, I just heard an awakening, okay? Which is normally something I associate with the Tower card, but so this planning, it might involve a man, or that came in reverse, so maybe the lack of a man in your life, okay? Or there's a man that's been in your life that's kind of turned things upside down for you. And I saw that Emperor, which is a masculine energy as well. So I'm getting something about the masculine energy, but some of you were pulling back because you felt like fortune was not on your side. You felt things were not coming in quickly. I mean, maybe you got some lucky breaks, but there wasn't a lot of substance to it that you could build from. And so some of you decided, you know, I'm just going to pull back. Okay, what is this? 3 of Swords. I am getting over the next 3-week time frame, there might be some contract that you break or that you're getting out of because something has come out where you don't, and I think it might have actually happened in the past, you realize like I can't trust this. And again, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, right? Like for example, I was planning on ending a contract with where I've been renting for my daughter, and I wasn't planning on leaving until the end of the month. But something very suddenly, quickly happened that made me very concerned in that house, and I had to speed up the move as fast as I could. So I'm breaking the contract, and I told the landlord, right, this might be a letter, this might be a message, this could be a contract, where you're cutting yourself off from it because you're like, you know what? No bueno, we ain't playing around with snakes in the grass. Done with that. So there's something about in the past not trusting, and something happening very suddenly. And if this is not a contract, this is communications, that somebody's saying, I'm not gonna be a part of that. And I don't know that this is necessarily a bad thing for you, Aquarius. You know, not all endings are bad. Not all separations are bad. If somebody is not an addition to your life, might be a subtraction, and you might want to get them out. Looks like you are walking away from a lot of stuff right now with this hinging all this together. Some of you literally moving on. Others of you just emotionally disconnecting because you're like, this is not where my happiness is at. And you're going for your happiness. And again, I'm seeing an energy of the past 2 years. I think that you are wanting to disconnect from whatever has gone on in the last 2 years. There's some things that you're like, yeah, this is not my ultimate happiness. I'm not gonna emotionally continue to invest in this. So in the outcome, see in the Hangman, some of you really need to get clear, very, very clear about what the wise thing is for you to do, okay? And that's why whenever you get into this energy, and that Two of Swords that I saw earlier, and this might again have to do with partnership, okay? Going back to Sun in the 7th house versus yourself, Moon, right? It's just this dichotomy of first self versus other, 7th, okay? And with the 2s, I'm seeing a lot about partnering, union. But who's partnering with you? Because I'm seeing this dude upside down. And some of you like, yeah, I don't feel like fortune is on my side right now, so I'm just going to lay low. And you cutting yourself off from contracts, agreements, conversations where you just feel like you cannot trust it. It might come quite swiftly, like people never saw it coming, right? Because we're Queen of Swords at the end of the day. We can do it. We'll cut it out. But I feel like this is a time of you emotionally, and even some of you physically, disconnecting from the things that have not brought you ultimate happiness over the last 2 years. If it just didn't prove to be worth your time, attention, resources, you're like, yeah, that's not getting me to, you know, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. All right. I don't like the way this reading is leading off, to be honest with you, because I'm getting still more of this. And I want to find out for how much longer is this going to be on hold, okay? Some of you are going to try again later in the winter time, which would be what, November, December, okay? I don't think that's what y'all want to hear. That's a ways off, okay? But whatever you're ending right now, there might be a second chance. Things may be kind of, let me say this also, what's significant about wintertime is we will be getting out of all these heavy retrogrades that are leaving this kind of stuck, right, energy of I can't give or get a commitment. I don't know where this is going. And we're getting into eclipse season in October, November. So whatever's got you stuck and feeling on hold right now might really very well get eclipsed out by October, November. And definitely around that time, like I said, we're coming out of a lot of retrogrades that are collectively making a lot of people feel like things, like they can't get the forward movement in their lives. I hope that helped y'all. I wish, I could tell you it's going to happen sooner, but that's what the cards say. And so we just finished up Aquarius, and we will see what sign is next. If I can clear the space. I don't know why it's so hot in here. And those of you who are just now joining, let me remind you, I'm doing requested signs only. And there have been, I think, 7 signs requested, and I just did the first one, Aquarius. And I will be pulling randomly to see who is next. That was a really long reading, but I got a little bit more time to give each of you tonight because I'm not doing all the signs. All right. So let's see who is up next. Libra, fellow air sign. And let me find out first off, what does Libra need to consider releasing? What does Libra need to consider releasing? Please show me for Libra. What does Libra need to release at this full moon in Aquarius? Right here, right now, message for my Libra viewers. I'm feeling something about uncertainty, okay? Well, I'm getting surrender to your soul's path, very similar to Aquarius. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Easier said than done, right? I'm hearing there's something about a divine plan. It's a divine plan, okay? Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. I don't think that this is about you, accepting, being wrong about something when you're not, right? I just think this is like, it's okay to not know. It's okay to be wrong, and creating an atmosphere in relationships where it's okay to be human and to misunderstand and make mistakes. We don't have to, I think a lot of us in school, we learn that it's bad to be wrong, like you might feel. So everybody's afraid to cover up their mistakes and cheat and whatnot. And I think that that gets conditioned, and this card is saying, let's have relationships where it's okay to not know or to get it wrong from time to time. It's okay to be human. This card says surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in life. All right, well, what's next for Libra? By the way, this moon and Saturn are in your 5th house. The sun is in the 11th house, very Aquarian. Maybe why I'm getting a little bit of overlap there with those readings. Something, with this full moon in Aquarius, it might have something to do with creative ventures, okay? Creative projects, maybe involving children or your childhood. Some of you involving fun dating romance. But what I'm seeing is that, you know, the way forward now is for you to look at where that breakthrough is coming in, okay? This is a really good omen, and I think it has to do with the sun in the 11th house, having to do with friends, colleagues, networks. Breaking trail is saying a breakthrough is at hand, so hopefully that encourages you. Answering the call, some of you literally answering a phone call and there's a breakthrough coming in. The time is now. Some of you cannot deliberate when this opportunity comes in to get a breakthrough. I'm being reminded of Uranus squaring this moon, okay? So there might be some very sudden, and you've got to seize the moment. It might come with some responsibilities that give you cause for pause, but I'm getting the impression that you don't want to dilly-dally on this. You don't want to deliberate too much on this. You need to pounce on this when this comes through, okay? You need to work the fields that are right for harvest right now, okay? Now. What do you need to be doing now? Mystic Healer card is saying healing energy flows through you, okay? So there's a lot of change going on in you and through you. And I think that the change that you are open to that brings that breakthrough is actually going to have some kind of healing element to it. That's super positive. It might be though that you have to let go of something that's been quite heavy, emotionally heavy with the resentments card. Please tell me, what is the issue here? What is the main issue here with Libra? Libra, please show me for Libra. What is the main issue here for Libra? Okay. Companionship. Friendliness, mutual respect, shared goals, interdependence, agreements, strengthening bonds. I'm really being brought back to the sun in your 11th house with this. Thank you to whoever gave 1111. Love it. Thank you. You know, the companionship, it might be romantic, but honestly, I think this is more like a friendship colleague vibe, but take it however it applies. Might be a soulmate of some kind, okay? But I'm seeing you getting some kind of break through this kind of 11th house stuff that the sun is putting a spotlight on, giving you vitality, giving you warmth, giving you healing. It just might be that in some way, however, you're feeling some restriction having to do with children, or in some way your childhood karma involving your childhood, having to let go and release something in order to fully embrace this breakthrough that is coming through, okay? Haha, another really good omen, turning point. Look at that. Somebody you know, okay, a colleague, a friend, a soulmate is helping to facilitate this breakthrough that's going to heal you. Man, I am jealous. I'm kind of jealous here, Libra. This is looking great. This says return, the start of a new cycle, right timing, regeneration, inevitability, steady improvements. And it's coming through this 11th house sun stuff that is going on. Quite enviable. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. I just saw the 10 of Swords, which is generally, and there it is again, generally a pretty unpleasant card having to do with ending. Some of you are going to be happy to end this. that popped out, you know, from the last reading, Aquarius reading. I don't know if there's an Aquarian that's relevant, but I'm getting a lot of overlap. And 11th house, where the sun is for you, is very Aquarian. So again, there's something about plans, partners, that is spilling over into this message. Please show me for Libra. Yeah, well, you know, it's like you're emotionally disconnecting. And I gotta say this, you know, we Aquarians get a bad rep for being like, how they say it, how they call us, like basically emotionally disconnected, okay? Oh, we've got emotions. Trust me, we're the water bearer. We're containing a lot of water. That's emotion, that's spirit, okay? I'm especially containing a lot of water with all my Pisces placements, okay? Oh, we've got a lot of feelings, but we contain it because you can't share that with everybody. You can't trust that with everybody. And I only bring this up not necessarily to talk about myself, but because, you know, as an Aquarian, going through a full moon in Aquarius, I can tell you a lot of people right now, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people tonight get that 8 of Cups. Aquarius got it, you got it, because it's a full moon in Aquarius. And Saturn's right on it. So a lot of people, you know, are probably wanting to emotionally disconnect from some things that they feel are not getting them to their happy place. They feel like there's some kind of heaviness or responsibility or limitation associated with it. Again, this is like another card that Aquarius got, and I'm feeling this mentally restless energy. Some of you, this might be about an application, or you're inquiring about someone or something. Might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Might be a child or someone under 30. Please show me 5 card spread for Libra. All right, we're ready. We're ready. Okay. I love this. This is a fantastic omen. The Empress is about growth, expansion, nurturing, fertility. Maybe a Taurus or an Aries is relevant. A mother figure, a wife might be relevant. Look at that right under it. Closure. The closure is maybe making way for you to open up to getting expansion in some other way. Some of you, you know, fertility. And I know a lot of people that watch my readings are like, yeah, I'm not at that age stage in life anymore, but hey, maybe somebody around you, okay? Just be aware of that. Well, there we get another feminine energy as well. Might be a Virgo, but I am seeing the main issue here for you right now is having more than enough, being self-sufficient. In the past, looked like there were some changes going on, maybe going around and round and round, going through like cycles, maybe with an X, back and forth with an X. I will find out in just a moment. There we go with the partnership. What kind of companion is this? See? With the Lover's card, you know, I don't want to give a knee jerk and make everything into a love reading, but I'm seeing this issue here of, you know, being single versus being partnered, okay? And somebody going through changes. I'm going to clarify that in a moment. Gemini might be relevant there. The main issue here is something has been stuck. Somebody's not giving or getting a commitment. And the outcome, well, there you are, King of Swords, cutting the BS out. Like we know how to do, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Especially not an air sign. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm being led to a different deck. Alrighty, Spirit, we will mix it up. Please tell me, what is this Nine of Pentacles about? Oh, that is wild. That is so wild. Okay. Some of you, broken marriage or a broken commitment because there was no expansion. There was no... I'm getting with this feminine energy is like, I need to be able to thrive. I need to be able to flourish, you know, and grow. I need to be able to put down roots and make a life here. But there was a lack of support, and I think maybe somebody decided, you know what, I'm going to go on and be single. If this is not about marriage and commitment, I mean, I am seeing Taurus, Aries energies, possibly Virgo. I am seeing that another storyline here is that somebody's beliefs are being turned upside down or confronted. A way that they used to think or believe, maybe having to do with living a traditional life, maybe having to do with home and family, has been kind of turned upside down and disrupted because they were not able to thrive in that environment. And I see that there's possibly issues with strife going on in the home, disharmony in the home. And again, maybe because somebody felt unsupported, or again, something about the beliefs. I also want to put a warning that this is kind of heavy. Somebody is maybe alone because there might not have only been a loss of a marriage or commitment, but also the loss of a child. Take that however it applies, okay? That's really heavy, and I'm sorry, but the good news is that we got a lot of great oracle cards showing things are going to change, okay? Let's see what this Wheel of Fortune in the past was. Actually, it looked like things did change in the past in a positive way. That Wheel of Fortune is in the upright. Some of you had some really favorable changes that occurred, but again, for some of you, if you're saying, no, that's not me, it might be because you were going round and round in karmic cycles with people. Yeah, I am seeing that some of you had problems with a family dynamic, maybe fighting within a family about resources. I'm sorry to say someone in the past lost a home, maybe foreclosure. And then with this in the reverse as well, I'm seeing that somebody they just gave up. They didn't really invest for the long haul. They quit too soon is what I'm hearing. And I don't know if there's something going round and round, but round and round about money. It is something heavy about the money or the values and resources. Round and round and round about it. I do see in the future though, with this Lover's card, you are partnering with someone. You might feel though, even though you do have a union here, and maybe making an important decision about who to unite with, some of you might still, even in that union and partnership, feel like you are alone, and you're not. It might be a choice, like, I'm not going to fully, that's a deep, I feel like I'm getting into really, really deep stuff. Some of you also, and that was in reverse, Six of Cups, where some of you are, the way that you are looking back at the past, I don't want to say it's rose-tinted glasses or like reminiscing about the good old days that actually weren't that good after all. It's something is off in your recollection, like oh, I don't know, this is deep, okay, but it might have to do with someone not coming together with you, okay? This is weird, a weird message that it's like, are you making a decision about this? You are pulling back on your own, reflecting on this. You don't have to, but you are in this time of reflection and pulling back. You are reminiscing about the past and the good old days that actually there was some kind of, if it wasn't infidelity, cheating, it was some type of emotional betrayal, okay? And somebody's not being real with themselves about the emotional betrayal. I don't like that, actually. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but maybe it's a sober truth that you need to face. And I'm going to say with this energy tonight, full moon in Aquarius, conjunct Saturn in Aquarius, or connecting with it rather, you know, it's like you're having to deal with some sober truths. You're having to look at things clearly, and I think that, and maybe, and yes, take some decisive action on that, but I don't know that you're quite there, because even like this is hinging it together, Libra, where you're still like trying to get enlightened about this situation. You're reflecting, okay? I'm getting a lot of reflection, and I don't know that you're seeing things clearly. And as long as things are stuck or you're waiting on things to change, it's because you need it, right? That landed in my lap in reverse, 8 of Cups in reverse. That's the second time it's come out. I think if you are stuck, it's because you're having trouble moving on. You're having trouble emotionally letting go, like physically. You walked away, you left the building, okay? But emotionally, there's something that you're having trouble accepting or integrating. And this full moon is bringing a lot of sobriety. No worries, because this is the outcome. You gotta get clear on this, okay? You are absolutely gonna get clear on this. All this back and forth in your head, deliberating, should I this or should I that? Oh, you're gonna figure it out. Especially if you're weighing out two options, or if you're between locations, you're gonna cut right through it. What is Libra gonna decide? What is Libra gonna decide? I just got a lot there. This might have to do with romantic offer and somebody really not opening up to it, being very self-protective and stingy, because someone in the dynamic is very toxic and just about their own happiness. There's that Gemini card again, that Lover's card. Very toxic partnership where somebody is secretly trying to they're getting attention, and there might be secrets in this relationship where I don't know if there's been infidelity in the past, because I saw that before in this reading with the 3 of Cups in reverse, or there's just emotional betrayal, like somebody having an emotional affair. But I do feel that whatever you decide to do, you are going to use your intuition to take that decisive action. That's the outcome. That was a lot there, Libra. I hope that helped you. I think that, you know, the outcome is super positive, but I think y'all are going through some stuff right now that's actually pretty deep, pretty heavy. And I felt that a few times when I got into that reading. I felt like, my God, what the hell did I open up here? You know, this is some drama. But you're going to come out of this, okay? That's the final analysis, and that's probably what's most important that we need to know, is that you're going to be okay. Yeah, maybe kids will be upset. Maybe something about your childhood comes to the surface that you have to work through, going all the way back to your childhood. But you're going to be okay, and there's pretty good indications there that you will have a friend or a companion, soulmate that's going to help you make that turning point and get that breakthrough. All right, let's move on to the next sign. We have done Aquarius and Libra in that order. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Okay. And for those of you just joining in, I only do the requested signs. Okay. So we'll find out. Temperance. That will be Cancer. And I know some readers say that Cancer is the Chariot card. I think y'all are Temperance. I think Sagittarius is the Chariot. Hell on wheels, right? And y'all are with that water. Y'all are bringing the healing. Y'all are the empaths, right? Cancer. Y'all are the healers. Alright, got them talking. Looks like you got some good money news coming in, but whoa, hold up, wait a second. Somebody's having a fallout, and this fallout is making them pull back, withdraw, go it alone. Might be a Virgo is relevant, a Taurus or a Capricorn might be relevant. And the Nine of Cups in reverse, withdrawing because of unhappiness and maybe feeling like they just have to look out for their own happiness, or that other people are out for themselves. Three of Cups of the Foundation. This might have to do with some place where you gather together with people. There's some kind of gathering, or trying to come together with somebody to reunite. It's a weird message. It's almost like somebody tries to make an offer, but it falls out. Or you think it's good money news, and I'm telling you, I'm going to see if we can get more of a story on that. But it's like, I don't like that tower, okay? Somebody's trying to offer something here, but it just didn't go the distance, okay? And somebody's really withdrawn and unhappy about it. The pages can be messages. So you getting a message about a fallout and somebody pulling back, and they're unhappy about it. Pages could also be children, so it might have to do with a fallout with a child or an earth sign, possibly under 30 or younger than you. Might also involve an Aquarian. Team Aquarius. It's not an Aquarian, it could be a soulmate. Might also have to do with your dreams, your ambitions, your ideals. Okay, let's get a 5-card spread for Cancer, and I'm just now realizing that I didn't pull your other cards, so give me a moment. Let me say this. This just came out as well. We're back to this Aquarius card that popped out back to back, all right? So there may have been a disagreement with this Aquarian, or something about the exchange was not fair and balanced and reciprocal. And it might have to do with somebody moving on. Okay, somebody maybe left a situation after a fallout. And again, this could go way back in time. Or it could be something going on right now, all right? I do feel that there is an element of healing here. Somebody is definitely trying to heal this situation that caused somebody to kind of bolt out of a disagreement, and look, there you are. Oh, you got a new opportunity. Look at that, new opportunity. Some of you, I'm seeing the Pentacles, you might be saving up for it too, but Some of you, a new job, a new house, a new car, something. But this is about a relationship. It's an opportunity to have a relationship that is based on trust, security, and stability. And let me say that this new moon is hitting your 8th house, having to do with shared resources. And right now, the sun is in your 2nd house. We're talking about this axis, 2nd and 8th houses having to do with my money versus your money. Okay, right? Like your personal income versus shared income. 2nd house is also about values, self-worth, whereas 8th house is more about intimacy, power issues, okay? Sex. Wow, okay, here we go. They're talking already. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. This is at the foundation. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. These cards just really go together, don't they? I don't know why I'm hearing John Lennon, Let It Be. Let It Be. And I don't listen to that. Like, that's not my kind of music that I listen to ordinarily, but this is what I'm hearing. John Lennon, or is it the Beatles? Let It, Paul McCartney, Let It Be. Let It Be. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. And I have not heard that song in eons. Where is the blessing? The blessing is on you staying focused, Cancer. Hold the course. Don't lose sight of the vision, okay? Ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. These cards are like confirming one another. It's like duplicate messages. Can you see the pattern? It's like, do not give up. You don't see it right now, but you're on track, okay? Maybe you're not getting the affirmation or the confirmation that you desire, that you need to stay confident, but I'm hearing it, you have to encourage yourself. It's time to encourage yourself. If nobody around you is encouraging you, if actually things around you are discouraging you, you're not getting the signs and the signals that you're looking for, that you're where you're supposed to be. I just saw that marrying maiden card. Well, what is the main issue here that Cancer's dealing with? What is the main issue? I'm hearing it's money. It's money, okay? I just heard you have not been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. You have not been, and that's from Spirit. Spirit is saying that to you. You have not been forgotten. The clinging. You see that? Fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion, and all-consuming passion, regeneration, spirituality, virtue, enlightenment. Okay? The creative. What are you creating with your hands? What are you putting yourself to work on, Cancer? This is the active yang principle: strength, tenacity, dynamism, inspiration, heaven, masculinity, authority, father. Yeah, this is a very, very masculine energy here that is initiating, taking initiative, bringing that spark, that life. But I'm also getting with the devotion here, it's like you have to keep going, you have to stay devoted, even if you feel that that which you are devoted to is not devoted to you, or you're not getting the signs and signals affirming that this is something you... I'm also getting, what is a virtuous thing? What is the right... I'm hearing do the right thing, do the right thing. I don't know what that is about. Just saw the death card there. Some of you have maybe been, there it is again, separated from someone or something. But, and I'm going to also say, if your finances have been down or in a lull, or if there is some temporary loss of income, it's temporary, okay? Because with the death will come a rebirth. And it's up from here with that Knight of Pentacles. Some of you get a new vehicle. Some of you get a raise or a promotion. Just saw that Temperance card. It will balance out. There's that Yang energy again. But it might have to do with you making some decisive, taking some decisive action. Okay, like staying the course, staying committed, staying focused. Encouraging yourself even when nobody is encouraging you and when you feel discouraged. Not easy, but not leaning upon other people, leaning upon your own internal fortitude. I'm hearing something about having the intestinal fortitude to do what you know you're supposed to do. Fantastic card there about you getting the victory, you getting attention, you getting honor, recognition, and like Aquarius, making plans for your future, maybe having to do with partnerships. In the past, with the Justice card, there might have been a legal issue. I'm also seeing possibly Libra here, also an issue of karma, reaping what you sow. And in the future, oh, not a fan of that. We'll find out that it's some kind of conflict. What is hinging all this together? Somebody is moving on, moving away. Somebody's trying to get away from the drama, the disagreements, but in the outcome, progress. It's a lovely thing, and might be a lot of communications coming in. Let me see, we've got some people joining in. I see Nuns here. Jean says, thank you, resonates with me for Libra. And JW Divine, thank you so much for that donation. Shannon, thank you for joining in. All right. I am going to clarify these cards for Cancer. Please show me for Cancer, what is this about with the Two of Wands? On that one. So this might have to do with a boss, okay? It also might have to do with a masculine energy. Again, I'm getting a lot of masculine energy on this reading. Sorry if I keep messing with my hair. I'm really hot in here. Really hot. Okay. So, some of you, if this is not a masculine energy or somebody in authority, like a boss, this is, you know, looking at making plans for your future that are going to bring you into this energy of delivering trust, security, stability. This is a very grounded, substantial, trustworthy type of person. Might be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Let's see. That one just went a flying. Okay. Okay. So, in the past, it looks like, okay, you might have been dealing with a Libra or a Capricorn, but I'm also seeing here a storyline of somebody dealing with karma over toxic behavior, okay? Some of you maybe felt like you were tied to someone or something, maybe a marriage, a legally binding commitment or contract that left you feeling like you were not in control of your life, that you were under the control of external circumstances. And that could be a number of things: toxic work environments, toxic landlords, toxic bosses, toxic partners. I mean, I just opened up a whole bunch of stuff there. We're going to move on. It's the past. You know what it is. Okay, let's talk about the future. What is this Five of Wands about for Cancer in the future? Please tell me more about the Five of Wands. Could be a family dynamic, could be a group dynamic in the workplace. With this happening in your second and eighth houses, honestly, it could go both ways. It has to do with shared resources, and in some way this is impacting your personal income in some way. Something is... I'm going to tell you though, the blessing is on this second house, okay? The sun in your second house. I see there's money coming in for you, okay? Or at least the support is there for that. But now the stuff going on with 8th house, and it might be people that it could be as far reaching as taxes with the government. It could be shared resources within a family. It could be people that you work with, There's some kind of conflict going on that you need to let go of and release. So I'm seeing here is a lot of burdens and responsibility and heaviness, and that's what the conflict is about. And somebody is being really defensive and pushing, damn it, there it is again. Holy crap. More Five of Swords. I'm sorry, I gotta pull from a different deck and find out what is, this is like Five of Swords clarifying Five of Swords. This is a hot mess, Cancer. Who's fighting? Who is fighting? It's something about responsibilities and burdens and somebody getting defensive about it. Some of you have had a lack of confidence, and there's a lot of money. Some of you might have to do with inheritance, a lot of day money, okay? Debts, loss, incremental loss of resources, and a lot of money because of somebody being very gambling, risky behavior, taking risks and chances and being irresponsible, gambling a lot of resources to their detriment, really bad. So anyway, this probably happened in the past because I'm getting some of these cards in the reverse. And to this day, I guess there's some spillover with somebody is now trying to defend the actions from the past, right? Because in the past, there was some sowing and reaping going on, and it was totally toxic. And I'm getting the toxicity was about resources, and somebody's being defensive about it. Now they're under a heavy burden over it. And there's some group conflict over, this is very soon in the summer, right now, right here, right now. I don't know, by the end of the summer, hopefully this is going to pass, but I think right now you're in the thick of it. That's what those cards are telling me, that I'm sorry, it's like I opened a can of worms right there, but y'all are going to have to work through it. And I do believe it's about money, it's about resources, it's about values, trust. Going back to this, whatever you do right now, whatever plans you're making right now need to come from this energy, this King of Pentacles energy, and really stepping up, taking initiative, taking authority over these matters, okay? Whether it's your fault or not, somebody's got to step up to the plate and take responsibility. I do feel that what's hinging this all together is some communications that came in or are coming in right now about, hey, I'm moving, I'm leaving, I'm moving on from this, I've got to get away from this, these disagreements, these arguments. But in the outcome, I see progress here, so it's super positive. I'm feeling more of an autumn time, okay? Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, so I think this might have to do with home and family for some of you. Also, I'm seeing the communications actually in the future will be quite harmonious. I'm seeing the next, well, let me say this. Some of you are going to put it into all of this. These I'm hearing regrets, disappointments, the discouragement, the lack of clarity. It's time to put an end to that, okay? And it also might be through your dream activity, your intuition, that you realize that you got to end this. You got to end something to make way for there to be harmony within a family or in a relationship where the communications start positively moving forward in a harmonious way. I mean, from beginning to end of this, I'm seeing stability here. I'm seeing someone holding down the fort, okay? And look, this is the foundation here, is that you're getting victory. And the victory I could see possibly coming in through communications, the way you're communicating yourself, and also in regards to a family matter, shared resources. I sense a lot of that conflict is about family, shared resources, so, but take it how it applies, because when we're talking about those money houses, it would be a lot of people, right? All right. And let me tidy my space up. Look, Cancer, I hope that has helped you. It honestly looks like right now you're in the midst of a hot mess. You're in the midst of a struggle. But it's got a great outcome, so stay encouraged, stay the course, right? That's what the cards were saying. You're going to come out of this, and you're going to finish well. All right, and I see some people are commenting, but I'm not quite able to read everything. None is talking about health. Yeah, None, I hope that you're doing better. I hope that you're going to feel better soon. Thanks for joining and moderating. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see who is next. We have 4 signs left. For those of you just now joining, we've done Aquarius, Libra, and Cancer in that order. And who is next? Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, this full moon in Aquarius is hitting your 3rd house. Yeah. And the sun right now is in your 9th house. So There's probably something that you're having to let go of, you're having to release. It might be a little bit challenging and difficult, having to do with something in your local environment. People that you deal with on a day-to-day. It might have to do with siblings, neighbors, something maybe that you've been learning, okay? Might have to do with communications. But you got a lot of positive energy there on ninth house stuff having to do with all things Sagittarius, long distance travel. What you're having to release right now is resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. And surrender to spirit. The card is saying, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. Let's see where the blessings are for you right now. Where are the blessings for Sagittarius? Some of you want to travel. Some of you want to learn something new. I think that, you know, like higher education, right? Wow, look at that. Hey. Answering the call. The time is now. Wandering path. Some of you don't know what's around the corner, okay? But it says enjoy the journey. Grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you and uncovering treasure. And that was in the reverse. So beneath the surface lies great bounty. I feel some of you are just scratching the surface of something. You haven't quite gone deep enough into something to see. There's some hidden treasure in what's going on. Like, you've got to look beyond the surface of what's happening in your life right now. Perhaps there's more to be grateful for than you're aware of. Some of you are being called to, I just heard, take the road less traveled. But you don't quite know that there's some treasure awaiting you, okay, to take the road less traveled. I do feel some of you, what lies ahead for you is something that is actually going to heal you, but you don't see it because you're not looking deep enough. But when you get in that healing, I feel like what Spirit is calling you to heal is resentments. I feel like some of you are coming into a new chapter in your life where you don't see it yet, but where life is about to take you next, in the final analysis, you're going to realize that was a healing time in my life. That was a time when I became grateful for things that I used to be resentful for. And I know that's like a wild, like, what? Why would I be grateful for that, you know? But this is what I'm hearing, okay? I'm also getting, there's something about beliefs getting healed with the sun in the ninth house. I'm being shown that as well. And, okay, the turning point, and I came in reverse, where some of you may feel like you don't see it happening or it's not happening. This card is about return, the start of a new cycle, right timing, regeneration, inevitability, steady improvements. Something actually is this is going to happen. You're going to come into your turning point. It is coming. I don't think you see it. And some of you just need to let it happen in divine timing, but it's going to happen. And this says the joyous, happiness, delight, interaction, open communication, goodwill, friendly persuasion, self-expression. And that's a synchronicity because I believe we had this word joy come up twice. So something about you getting healed and coming to this place of happiness that I don't think you can see it or envision it just yet. It's kind of like what I got with Cancer, where I was like, you're gonna have to encourage yourself. You're gonna have to stay the course and keep going, even if nobody is encouraging you. And this is somewhat how I'm feeling as well for you, that you need to trust that even though you don't see it, it's coming, it's happening. Okay. Let's see for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Please show me Sagittarius. So I saw the Four of Pentacles, which is somebody holding back, and these cards are very they don't even want to go together. And I'm not really getting any jumpers. They're not chatty at all. I'm getting something like a holding back, a restriction, which would kind of make sense. We're talking about the moon in your third house. Some of you are not talking right now. You're not talking, okay? That's all right. I'm going to get it out of you. I'm going to get it out of you. Sagittarius, talk to me. You know something. There's something that you know, okay? There's an inner knowing. You might not be talking about it, but you know something. It might have to do with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Main issue here is sharing resources, collaborating, cooperating. Maybe the groups that you work within, network with. Maybe the people that you work with. It could be roommates. It could be groups where you meet up with people. In the past, it looks like an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn might be relevant. I'm also seeing an energy here, somebody just taking a very grounded, practical, down-to-earth approach. Very no nonsense. These are the nuts and bolts. This is what has to be done. A lot of pentacles here so far. There we go with the no talking. Oh, here we go in the near future. This is probably going to go on for the next 4 weeks. Okay, I'm seeing a time frame of the next 4 weeks. And somebody I'm hearing is taking a time out. You are contemplating something. And if it's not you, it's somebody around you. Because there's definitely somebody stifled here. I don't know if this is throat chakra issues or what. But somebody is just meditating, contemplating, again, because something perhaps needs to be healed. And I saw it in the cards. I don't know that you quite see that you're in the middle of some kind of healing. And maybe that's why it's not the time for you to talk. It's the time for you to pull back and heal. And some of you are not really totally aware that that's why there's some kind of shutdown. It's because it's time to focus on the healing. What's hinging this all together is somebody is moving on. Okay? Cancer got that. The outcome, there you are. You're going to get your mojo back. Okay? You're going to step into your power. You're going to get your confidence back if, If you haven't been confident to speak up and speak your mind and say your piece, you're going to get it. That's the outcome. Let me clarify these cards. And I just saw that. Some of you not confident with that strength in reverse. It's almost like, are you trying to gather your words, assemble your thoughts, like, what am I going to say about this? I'm going to find out. The main issue for some of you is I don't want to speak too soon about that. I think this has to do with people that you're dealing with on the day-to-day, okay? People that you are, see, I'm trying to get them to talk and they just won't tell me. It's people you work with, people that you socialize with, people that you share resources with. Well, there we go. People sort of again. I don't know, I get some clarity around that. And there's that Queen of Pentacles yet again. Very clear within your head that I'm going after my money, my blessing. I am seeing an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, and with the Queen of Pentacles and also Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, 2 females here, and somebody is like, there's another 3. Getting expansion, okay? There's the 3 again. A lot of 3s here. So listen, there's a lot of growth and expansion coming in for you right now. Right now. And somebody very clear within their mind communicating. And if you're not communicating about it, very mentally restless, like what am I going to say? Maybe also observing, gathering information, gathering intel with groups. There's something about shared resources, okay, that might involve 2 females that I'm seeing here. Air sign and earth sign. But there is a very clear decision. Somebody's very clear in their head. And I see even more like somebody's talking, somebody's not. And somebody, if they're not clear in their head, they are gathering information to get even more clear. I actually feel like this is positive. There's some kind of blessing and expansion coming in involving these people that you are connecting with, that you share resources with. And particularly, I think in the past, we maybe talked a lot to this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If that is not relevant, I'm seeing here a lot of progress in the past in terms of you being hold on one second. So I don't know if Nanan can get rid of this person that's trying to hijack my chat. I don't know if Nanan is still here. But people need to get a life, okay? Seriously. Yeah, Nanan, if you can get rid of this person, like just totally remove them entirely from this channel, I'd appreciate it. Again, I'm getting a lot of clear forward movement. And I'm getting a lot of victorious. Like, honestly, this looks really, really good. And I don't think you see it. I'm going to go back to that in reverse. You don't see it, okay? Thank you. Report him to YouTube so all his little channels get taken down. I'm sorry, but indulge me for just one moment here. What is wrong with this person? What is wrong with this person? Oh, look at that. He's talking about how people are gay when he's gay. Isn't that funny? Projecting. Well, listen, the guy needs to go confront his own sexuality because I think you're running from it, dude. You need to get off my channel. Seriously. Yeah, Sophie, totally agree with you. I am not going to give this person any more of my attention. I've got none actively getting rid. I am trying to block. But the thing is, he's got multiple accounts. And we're hiding user at this point. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help Nun get rid of this guy by clicking hide user on this account. This is somebody who has literally gone to the trouble of setting up multiple accounts under similar names so that they can just do this to people. Like, dude, how many? Because he's trying to derail my reading. Thank God I have Nun here to handle this for me. And between the two of us, we'll get him out. I mean, how many accounts can you have, dude? But it's sad that people do not have a life. They don't have a life apart from trolling people. It is sad. I'm going to get back on task to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, over the next 4 weeks, I don't believe you're going to be opening up and talking much to people. You are working on healing something. What is it that Sagittarius is healing? Well, it might have to do with a Libra. For some of you, it might have to do with a legal situation. For others of you, this is about karma in your life. This is about cause and effect, where you've been versus where you're at versus where you're going, and you trying to weigh things out and balance things and make things fair and equitable in your life. And it might have to do, again, I'm getting fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Might be relevant, or Libra might be relevant, but regardless of sign, this is an energy of you taking quite a leadership role in your life and making a decision, past, present, future. What do I want? You know, what do I need to sow in my life in order to reap what I am looking for? you know? And I think what's hinging this all together is somebody is trying to move on from something. Somebody is trying to move on from something. Yeah, I see you, Sophie. Over 20 accounts, absolutely. And we're getting rid of them. It's like, keep coming up with accounts. You have to wonder, like, how sad and miserable of a life do you have? Like, this is all you have going on in your life. Like, oh, I'm going to make up 20 faux accounts so I control people. Like, oh my God, what the hell? Do you live in your mother's basement? You can't even pay your own bills. Like, this is all you have going on. You know? I mean, I don't like throw this word around, so please forgive me if you find it offensive. I usually don't talk about people like this, but this dude's a straight up loser. He's a straight up loser. Oh, I'm having some thoughts now. I'm having some thoughts now. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think that somebody is moving on from a conflict, or there's some internal conflict about moving on from something, Sagittarius. Really sorry that this idiot is like crushing your whole vibe here, but people are lonely and they lead pathetic lives. They really do. They've got nothing better to do but to troll people. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. Okay, so I think that, you know, for some of you this is emotional conflict and trying to move on from it. For others of you, a conflict might have to do with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And that's really what's hinging it all together, okay? Wow, what has happened here? Okay, the outcome though, like I said, is you getting your mojo back, you coming to a place of confidence, of empowerment, stepping into your power, oh my gosh. And you are going to move on. Look at that. In the outcome, you are going to move on. All right, but again, I'm seeing right now, there's a lot of really self-protective energy, and I think that is why in the near future, you're just not opening up, okay? You're not talking because you're kind of in a self-protective mode, and I just heard regrouping, like, and reassessing, like, what direction do I want to go in at this time. I feel like you're also reassessing the course of your life. Like, what is it that you want to, what is it that you want to reap? And then you make a decision about what you're going to sow, if that makes any sense. Some of you are really, I feel like with the sun in the ninth house for you, you are really being pushed to expand your horizons, to think bigger, to dream bigger. And that might be because what's going on with where you're at, maybe where you live, if this is like a literal moving on, moving away, there's some kind of restriction or limitation about that area. But I don't think you're entirely, I just heard processing, you're having to process. You're not entirely, you might be clear on some things, okay, but I don't know that you're exactly clear yet on what direction you're going to go in with this knowledge. Yeah, Nana is saying deceitful liars about who and what I am or done. Yeah. Deborah is saying, are you at your new home? Yeah, I am. But it's like not ready. I just got the internet installed a couple days ago, and this room is painted, and we got the floor down in here, but I haven't moved in yet. I'm only over here because my daughter's internet went down and we couldn't get them the tech support to fix it. So, but I have internet over here. But I haven't even moved in. And I'm like, okay, I've got internet here, so this is where I'm at. All right, I've got 3 signs left. And let me say thank you to Nanan for kicking that guy out. Okay. Deborah's saying, yes, so glad for you. Thank you. I gotta go take a potty break too. I am so sorry. I gotta go take a potty break. But we've got 3 signs left. And for those of you just joining, we've done Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, and Sagittarius in that order. 3 left, okay? Yeah. Okay, so let me go run, take a potty break, and I will be right back. If anybody comes in, tell them I'm coming right back. I'm almost there. I gotta wash my hands. And we'll see what sign is up next. We shall see. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry. I mean, I gotta do that. I've been drinking all that tea, and that's what happens. My Texas tea. All right, who is next? We are doing Virgo. Virgo it is. And Virgo, this full moon is hitting your 6th house of health, work habits, daily routines, the mundane, the everyday life. And let's see what you're being asked to release with this full moon, which is bringing about, you know, culmination and ending or closure. It doesn't have to be bad at all. Let's see what you're being asked to let go of. Something going on with your day-to-day life. Possibly your health. Okay, we got those. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. And surrender obsessive thinking. Right, that's a gift curse. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve a problem. And finally, surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So what's coming up good for you? You've got right now the sun in your 12th house. So that's a very spiritual house. Has a lot to do also with the subconscious. Hospitals, institutions. I could just go on and on about that, but that's more the spiritual, right? The supernatural. A lot of blessing with that. Embracing enthusiasm, unknown territory. Well, 12th house is definitely unknown territory, and that's joy and delight. So these cards are saying, shout to the heavens with happiness. You're exactly where you need to be. Open your heart to joy. It's kind of hard to open your heart to joy if you are, in this fearful energy and you need to let go of it, or you are obsessing or getting offensive about it, right? I mean, there's no joy in that. But it's almost like, with this energy, there's something in your day-to-day life that is maybe causing you some anxiety, some worry, some concern. And Spirit is like, hey, you're not lost, okay? You might feel lost, you might feel confused, you might be afraid of what's around the bend because there's so much unpredictable energy. Collectively that's been going on for a while with Uranus and Taurus, okay? But also when we are looking at this particular full moon and how it's squaring Uranus, okay? There's a lot of where is this going? We can see that in the astrology, the collective energy tonight, but I'm seeing it also in these readings where it's like you're just going to have to trust that Spirit is with you and that you're not lost and that you're not an accident and that where you're at is not an accident or a mistake, okay? Because I feel like I'm hearing something about having a childlike wonder, okay? Some of you, this might also have to do with pets, okay? Some of you, there's something going on maybe with pets. And I'm getting this childlike wonder where some of you have lost it, okay? And you need to figure out something in your past, 12th house, is being lit up by the sun, shining a light on it. Hey, look at this, heal this past issue that stole your joy from you, stole your trust in the universe, okay? Look at it, heal it, so that you can release this fear and obsessive thinking and defensiveness that is maybe going on in the day-to-day, that is impacting your health, impacting your pets, impacting your work, your productivity. Please show me, what is the main issue here for Virgo? Please show me. On that. Retreat. A timely departure, let go, withdraw, reevaluation, retirement. Don't hesitate to walk away. Obstacles. Unexpected obstructions, frustration, difficulties, feelings of hopelessness, struggle, discouragement. I feel like if you have been dealing with something blocking you on the day-to-day, you can't seem to get past it, you feel like you're having to force something, the answer might be that you need to just let it go, all right? This is a full moon we're talking about. That's about release, culminations, endings, letting it go, all right? Sometimes, I have to be very discerning about this in my own life. Sometimes when we're getting resistance, it's because Spirit is like, I want you to press through. I want you to not give up easily. Other times, Spirit's like, I'm trying to let you know this ain't it, honey. This ain't it. You're barking at the wrong tree. Okay? So I'm not going to tell you what that is. Maybe in this 5-card spread, we'll find out what that is, you know, but use your discernment. You got it. If Virgo doesn't have discernment, nobody does, right? Use your discernment as to what you need to retreat from. Something that maybe you feel has been blocking you. And the blockage is on the day-to-day, all right? Might have to do with a masculine energy, a boss, you getting some kind of order in your life that would make way for independence, self-sufficiency. That right there was a Virgo card, by the way. That was Miss Independent. You having more than enough. You trying to boss up and have more than enough on a material level. I don't know. We'll see. But some of you have been getting roadblocks, and maybe you need to let something go. I'm not going to take those. They did not land up right. Please show me. So I'm getting something like messy or a mess. Something about these cards. Messy or a mess. Please show me for Virgo. Virgo. Some of you really feel stuck out, and there's been a lack of confidence here. Some of you a lack of discipline, but I really feel more than anything a lack of confidence, okay? Also getting Leo. Leo season is relevant, which we are now in Leo season. Somebody feeling at a loss or alone. And it might have to do with money. It could be that your money is fine, but you are not confident about your ability to not suffer. There's like fear of lack or loss. If you're not dealing with lack or loss, there is a fear of it. Being consumed with worry of, what if I lose? What if I... It's terrible. It's terrible, terrible. Sorry. Please show me Virgo. Please show me Virgo. Glad I got that guy out of my chat. Thank you, Nun. Well, look, there is progress coming up for you. If it's not progress, it's a lot of communications, okay? And I think things going at a really quick pace, and you know, that's been collectively an energy that we've all been, I don't know, have y'all felt that, like really fast paced, this, that. So many twists and turns I've been trying to keep up with. It's collective, you know. Oh my gosh, the main issue right now, some of you are, with the Devil card, you know, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but I feel many of you are dealing with some kind of toxicity or unhealthy habits, feeling out of control, being controlled by people. I'm going to go deeper into that in a moment. In the past, looks like you were just working. Like, God, what are you here for? To just be a robot? That's horrible. The future, it looks like you are trying to make some kind of plans, okay? What's hinging this all together, getting growth, okay? Getting expansion in your life. Lovely energy. Taurus might be relevant, or Aries. But I'm seeing a strong feminine energy, fertile energy, a lot of nurturing of something, okay? Mother figure type energy. And the outcome looks kind of good. I mean, some of you might have a love offer coming in if you want it. But if, if that's not, a romantic offer coming in for you, I feel like that could be idealism, okay? Or at least somebody communicating or putting out some kind of offer or advancement to move things forward in quite an idealistic way. I want to find out, what is this Devil card about? For Virgo, what is this Devil card about? Please show me. Oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious? Uncomfortable, invading, pain, distant, disconnected, pitiful, forceful, shocking, silence, sellout, judgment. Oh God, okay. I feel like some of you, you're uncomfortable because you feel people are looking at you, and maybe you are going through some kind of pain in your life, and you're wanting to disconnect and get some distance, and maybe people have distanced themselves from you. But I don't think that you're very comfortable with people and their prying eyes and their opinions and what they think and their 2 cents that you didn't ask for. I'm also getting a lot of not talking, emotionally disconnected, verbally, physically disconnected. And there's a lot of pain surrounding this. And it might be that somebody here sold themselves out, sold themselves short. They, God, I mean, look at this. Doing it for the devil, This is like working a job that you hate because you just want to pay your bills. Like you're selling your soul for a dollar. You know what I'm saying? I think that you're uncomfortable about people looking at you, or whoever this person is that's dealing with all this toxicity, looking at you as if you're in a pitiful situation. It's a lot, okay? I mean, that's a mess. I'm sorry, okay? I'm gonna move on. You know what that is, okay? Some of you, you were working very hard in a marriage or a commitment, very hard. Others of you, this was your job. You were working very hard on it because you believed that this is what you need to do, or this is what you've always done. So I'm just gonna keep hammering because, that's what I do, is I'm a hammerer. It's like, well, I always hammered, so why not keep hammering? And this is, oh God, this is a very, very Capricorn, stuck Saturnian. Well, and I'm getting a lot of this here, like, well, why are we doing this? Because that's the way we always do it, Like, this energy is really asking you to think outside the box. And in the past, you weren't. You were not thinking outside of your box. In the future, it looks like you are going to try to make some plans. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Some of you, though, in order to make these plans, you're going to have to release fears, doubts, insecurities. It's back to these oracle cards that came out from the very beginning. In order to plan your future, it's almost like you're going to have to clear your slate. Clear it of this toxic thinking, this stinking thinking that maybe has become habitual. Like this is your MO in life. This is how you roll. This is how you hammer it out. But the plans in the future, like, let go of that. Let go of the fears, doubts, insecurities. Because I see that's attached to, you know, a lot of frustration in your life and things not moving forward. And there also being some emotional disconnect in relationships where there's a lack of emotional availability and emotional vulnerability, possibly involving an air sign female, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or just simply this emotional disconnect coming from a place of bitterness, bitchiness, anger. And I'm not judging, because I'm Queen of Swords and I've been in reverse plenty of times for a good reason, okay? But whatever that reason is, you know, it's caused you to become maybe overly suspicious, overly defensive. Some of you just giving up, not trying anymore. And that needs to get healed. For some of you, this is spiritual healing. For others of you, this is like with your love life, with your relationships, your emotional well-being. There's got to be some healing specific to you, right? That's the Virgo card. Some of you taking a time out to find that light within, that spiritual connection, renewal, healing from within, about how do I move forward? What plans am I making forward in my life to deal with the doubts, the insecurities, the frustrations, the delays, the misunderstandings, the emotional disconnect in these relationships that have brought me to a place where I'm getting bitchy, bitter, overly, just sort of overwhelmed, overly defensive. Some of you, it might be a wife or a mother, some kind of feminine energy that is deeply driving or influencing this. And again, and I bring that up because of the sun in your 12th house, where it's like, hey, look at this stuff from your past. Let's heal this. The sun in the 12th house. And it might have to do with a masculine energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I've also seen a very demanding, impulsive type of energy around this feminine. It could be a wife, could be a mother. If you're Virgo, female, could be you. Very, very demanding, me, right here, right now. I don't have time for this shit. What about me? Where's mine? And I'm not saying that you're being that way. Maybe you dealt with that. Maybe you had a mother that acted like that, or a wife that was like that. You fill in the blank however it applies. There's something very almost self-centered, self-serving about a feminine energy, impatient, impulsive. And that's possibly, like, right, this is what's hinging this all together, this toxicity, these beliefs that need to get healed. Right, it might not have been your baggage, Virgo, but you picked it up somewhere. Or you were a conduit in some respect to somebody else's toxicity. And now you got to purge this. You got to clean it out. And the outcome, there's the overwhelmed, and that's in reverse. Overwhelmed or overly defensive, or just giving up. And that's in the reverse again, where, you know, we're looking at somebody who's both of these energies, very, very super impulsive, egocentric. What about me? What about right now? I want it now. Me, no. I hate this. I don't like these fire signs in reverse like that. Okay. But I am seeing in the outcome that there will be some offer made. Okay. There's going to be some kind of offer made. And it might be a romantic offer. I don't know if you're going to take it though. Gosh, I want to give you, there's free will here, okay? goes back to this. You have this on the table, Virgo. You have opportunities to open yourself up to happiness in this life, but and to embrace something new, okay? But it's going to take you into unknown territory where you're going to have to drop this. Can you do it? Look at this defensiveness. That came out before. And here's where I saw it. In the reverse. I think I saw it someplace else. Yeah. In the reverse. Super defensive. Super like, I'm hearing don't tread on me, but not in the way you would normally think. Like, don't step on me. I've been stepped on enough. Don't step on me. And you're keeping, I want to warn you about this because I feel that some of you have a lot of good here, but the fear is causing you to block this out, and Spirit's bringing it in. Sun in 12th house. Spirit is bringing in offers. Lovely, lovely offers. Might be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, regardless. What are you going to do? Are you going to put down the defensiveness and the impulsiveness? That's a possibility. Or are you just going to give up and be impatient and say, oh, this is not going to happen the way I want right now, so I'm not even going to try. It's your choice, okay? It's absolutely your choice. I am seeing at the foundation here, this in reverse, where some of you've got emotional baggage that you're having trouble moving on from. You're having trouble leaving it behind. And dare I say, it's choking out some blessings in your life. That's really what I feel is being brought to the forefront. And I want to caution y'all, with this full moon occurring in your 6th house, having to do with, health and work, and I know how important that is to y'all. You got to not let this bleed over into your everyday life. The toxicity that is going on, you've got to protect your health. That's mainly what I'm getting out of this reading. So I believe we've got 2 more signs. And for those of you just joining, we have done Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius, and we just finished Virgo. In that order, right? So 2 more signs. And we have Capricorn. Okay? And that means that Leo is last. Oh, why is Leo last? It's Leo season, right? Leos, I'm sorry I didn't get your stuff out. I'll talk to y'all about that when I get onto your sign. But I want to stay on topic here. Capricorns, this full moon is hitting your 2nd house. The sun right now is in your 8th house. Might want to watch the Cancer reading because there's a bit of mirroring going on. Obviously, your opposite sign of Cancer, some mirroring going on. Because they've got that axis being hit as well. What did I just do? These are the money houses, right? So right now, the spotlight is being put on shared resources, okay? But it could be that with this full moon, what's getting illuminated for you to release, let go of, has to do with personal income, possessions, values, something maybe having to do with self-worth, okay? So, let's see for Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn. Let me see first which I'll need to let go of and release this full moon. with your second house. Some of you are trying to get some changes with your finances, okay? But something with your personal income, there's some kind of squeeze that you're going through right now, okay? There's some kind of maybe challenge or limitation, or some of you, you might be doing just fine, but you got a lot of responsibilities. You have things to answer to financially. If it's not financially, it's something going on maybe with your personal values being challenged. Very odd message. Surrender to passion. Surrender your full power. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people and activities that ignite your passion. Let it flow. And your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing small. I know some Capricorns who they like to be a big fish in a small pond. And I see so much more potential for these people, but I don't know what it is. It's like they want to be the top dog, but you're here to do it, right? You're like the boss, the father of the zodiac. So you are here to lead, okay? You are the most evolved of all three earth signs. But the thing is that what are you leading? Is it something you're really passionate about? Because I feel like the advice is that that's what you need to be doing. This came in the reverse. Simplify your life, travel lightly. I get the feeling that some of you are not. You need to. It's like there's, I get this feeling that some of you are under a lot of burdens. Journey by moonlight, believe in magic. Some of you, and that was in the reverse as well. I believe that has to do with this full moon. Notice the moon there. You need to shed some burdens, is what I'm hearing. You need to drop some burdens. And it needs to happen like tonight. You need to set some intentions about things that are not responsibilities that are not serving you, okay? They're not profiting you. They're not expanding you. They're actually weighing you down, and you need to travel more lightly. You need to be able to get more traction. You need to have more leverage. Yes, financially, okay? Materially. I'm getting, honestly, a lot of cards here that are kind of weird, like, oh my God, I'm sitting here telling a Capricorn to surrender to passion and believe in magic. Like, I know some of y'all, you have a lot of Sagittarius or Aquarius placements where you're more open to that. But unfortunately, most of the Capricorns I've known in my personal life, I've known a lot of them, they're very earth sign, if you know what I mean. Probably not you if you're watching this though. Okay, so but I am getting these cards urging you to become even more open to things of the spirit, things of the heart. I feel like that's what the cards are saying. Look at this. I told you. This is confirmation here. This is a synchronicity. That's showing excess. And Spirit is like, you need to drop this. You need to release this stuff, okay? This card is saying stress, overload, exhaustion, obsessiveness, gluttony, burdens, worries, the breaking point. And the family. Some of you, this might have to do with your actual family, okay? Blood bonds, kindred spirits, ancestry, your home life. If not your family, your community, your home life, your intimate relationships, humanity at large, okay? Some of you, hereditary issues might be coming up. I think these are heavy family matters for some of you. With the sun in your 8th house, it's really shining a light on shared resources. If we're talking about a relationship here, we're looking at intimacy issues, power dynamics in relationships. Sometimes, you know, Capricorns, they want the responsibility, but then they end up being the one holding the bag, and then they get angry about it, and it's like, well, you signed up, you wanted to do it, so you gotta weigh that out. And I say this a lot to the Capricorns is, yeah, you can climb that mountain, but maybe some mountains aren't worth climbing. Think about it. Is this a mountain you want to climb? That you could get to the top and be like, oh, why did I climb this mountain? You know? Let's see for Capricorn. Well, looks like you are getting some kind of expansion. You might be on hold waiting on it, but looks like it's coming in. Okay, the main issue right now, karma, reaping what you sow. There might be some legal entanglements as well. In the past, it looks like there's been some defensiveness, somebody pushing back, not letting somebody in. In the future, there is a separation. Might be a Libra or a Scorpio that is relevant. What's hinging this all together is emotional mastery. Might be a water sign male, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the outcome, new beginning. For some of you, you will be traveling. Let me clarify that and see where we're going. What is the issue here for Capricorn with this? Libra. Getting a lot of water sign and air. Interesting. Tell me more about this. Getting something very reluctant, okay? Very reluctant. Okay, now it's talking. Some of you, part of the karma here, part of the sowing and reaping that's going on currently, has to do with people's fears, doubts, insecurities, which has led to a lot of misunderstandings, miscommunications, delays, and somebody trying to break free, and that's your card, right? But Devil in reverse is an energy of somebody trying to reclaim their power, get their power back. There might have been some kind of legal tie, or there is a legal tie, and somebody's trying to get free of it. And again, if it's not some contractual commitment, it's like there's some karmic commitment somebody's trying to break free of. But there has been a lot of misunderstandings. It's been quite emotional, all right? I'm kind of getting, this is like very emotionally messy, and y'all don't like that. For the most part, Capricorns don't like, and I don't either. right? You're ruled by Saturn, I'm co-ruled by Saturn. We don't like that. For some of you, this pushing back and being defensive has caused there to be a missed opportunity. And I think also somebody is pushing back because they're deeply disappointed about what's being offered. It's like, this isn't the past. We're like, no, I don't want any part of that. There's been deep disappointment about what's being offered. Somebody is just not having it. And so what I'm seeing as a separation here, maybe having to do with a Scorpio. There could have been some lies, or I'm seeing possibly a broken contract, or I'm hearing pessimism, okay? Somebody is separating or cutting this tie because a promise was broken, all right? Or an agreement was broken. Somebody's not living up to their words. Their words are not matching their actions. And it's like, you know what, we're done here. It is in the upright position, so this might not be final. You know, maybe at some other time you can come back around and heal this. But as of right now, somebody maybe can be reasoned with because they're like, no. Hinging this all together could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I'm also seeing an energy here of empath, empathy, healing, and it might have to do again with these shared resources. Maybe having to do with your career. It could be shared housing. It could be generational wealth within a family. There is a need to, I'm also getting emotional values, okay? There is something about emotional values, and I'm being brought back to this Justice card. Is this part of the karma? That's something about emotional values, and maybe within a family, maybe having to do with a career relationships, or relationships with people who you're sharing resources with. The emotional exchange, the emotional values need to be in alignment. There's some kind of healing that needs to happen with values, shared values, career, family resources, something to that effect. The outcome, you are getting a new beginning. For some of you, it's a new sexual union. For others of you, you're traveling. That is weird. Oh, that's so weird. I think that somebody is going to get a new beginning because they are, with this in reverse, they're making a decision not to put in on something anymore. They don't want to give something another chance, okay? As of right now, I'm seeing that it could be a new sexual union. It could be going out traveling someplace because somebody's like, you know what? I'm not doing this again, and I'm not putting in on this. Or you're not putting in on this, so I'm not even going to bother thinking twice about this. But I do see at the foundation, you are getting expansion, okay? You're getting, some of you getting a promotion, a raise, a new car, some kind of material increase. Or again, it might have to do with your own personal values. You're starting to have a higher sense of self-worth and value. And I'm getting also very patient energy here, which y'all can do that. Your earth signs. But some of you, I get this feeling like you're going to have to accept your losses with something. I do feel like there is a loss here that is having to be accepted in order to break free and get free of something karmic. You're having to accept losses and move on. That, at least for now, this is a separation. Healing of values, resources is supposed to be happening. That's what the undercurrent of all of this is about, is you getting to a place where you're healing this. And the good news is you will get a brand new start. So I hope that encourages y'all. That was Capricorn, for those of you who are just now joining in. And we're going to move on to the last sign for tonight, which is Leo. And thanks for all of you who have liked. There's been some people who have come in here tonight and liked, and I appreciate that. And I've had some people tip. Thank you so much. Some of you tip on Super Chat. Others of you, I've got my tip jar links in the description box down below, where I'm taking tips through PayPal, Cash App, Square, and Venmo. Whatever does it for you, I so appreciate it. And Leo, let me talk to you very quickly while I'm getting ready for your reading. I so wanted to do a birthday year ahead reading special for you. I have been, oh goodness, you know, it's been a lot going on. And I imagine y'all understand, because you're my opposite, right? I'm Aquarius sun. And so y'all get it, and I do appreciate y'all being patient and understanding. It's nothing personal. Life is just really going at a breakneck pace these days. But let's get on with your reading, and I want to find out what it is you're being asked to let go of. You might want to check out the Aquarius reading, right? Because there's some mirroring that goes on between us. Yeah, Holly is saying Leo anticipation making me wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so Leo, this is impacting your 7th house, this full moon. And the sun right now, of course, is in your first house, okay? Well, obviously that's most relevant for Leo risings, okay? And we'll see. Let's see what the cards have to say about what you need to be releasing with this full moon. Unhealthy relationships. Oh yeah. Yeah, full moons are about endings, completions, culminations, release, letting go. And like I said, this is happening in your 7th house, having to do with long-term committed partnerships. Yeah, it could be like marriage, but it could also be like business partnership. And basically people that you know throughout the course of your life. Very long-term relationships. And this card is saying let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. At the foundation, surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs, and remember that no is a complete sentence. In other words, you don't have to explain or defend your decisions or your values. You don't. You're not a child anymore. You're not subject to people. They don't deserve an explanation. You don't owe them. If you want to or you feel led, fine, but it's not under obligation, right? Let's look at where the blessing is for you at this time. Watching the clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. I mean, the blessing is on you right now. Sun in the 1st house. and you stepping into your power as well. You are strong beyond measure, is what the card is saying. Of course you are. You're Leo, right? Look at this. The lion and the lamb. Look at that. Absolutely strong. So what is the main issue here for Leo right now? You're not sure what to put down, I think. You're not sure what to put down. Innocence. Influence. Retreat. Who else got that? I think that was Virgo that got that. This card is about a trusting nature, originality, spontaneity, open-heartedness, simplicity, and the unexpected. I'm seeing that new birth year is what I'm seeing right there. Influence, this is about courtship, mutual attraction, genuine affection, natural magnetism, stimulation, connection. And this is taking me back to that 7th house. There's something that you are having to release, okay? Timely departure, letting go, withdrawal, reevaluation, retirement. Don't hesitate to walk away. I think this is about letting go of some relationships here where maybe it's blocking your ability to step into these kind of unions where there needs to be more open-heartedness, more light-heartedness. If you don't feel that you have that with a relationship, that this relationship is not empowering you to walk in an increasing, I don't know, authority in your life is something that I'm getting out of that, where you are not able to build trust, where you are not able to be authentic in yourself, that you know you have to let it go. And some of you know this already. You know what has to get cut out of your life. And it might have to do with reuniting with someone. It might also have to do with friends, joining up with people, you knowing that something has to get cut out. Please show me, Leo. So you've dealt with some karmic lessons here about some of you third-party situations, getting expansion. I do feel like I'm hearing you learned your lesson, you learned to move on. This is very air signish. I'm getting a lot of the air signs here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, now feminine energy. If you are around an air sign female, this person may be sorry. May be giving a message, but a very loving message to you, but I'm getting some kind of withdrawal, that somebody's not open to it. They decide, yeah, I'll just be by myself right now. Or they're sorry. They're sorry that they withdrew. Sorry that they were cold. Sorry that they just can't open up to this. Sorry that they had to cut somebody out, trying to smooth it over. But there was some karmic lesson about waiting and having to move on, and somebody not opening up. Please show me, Leo, 5-card spread for Leo. 5-card spread for Leo. Now I'm hearing, this is crazy. I don't listen to this again. This is just what I'm hearing in my head. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. I don't know. I'm hearing, is that Kenny Rogers or something from the 70s? Wow, that came way out there. Yeah, I do not listen to that. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. Okay, know when to walk away, know when to run. This is very much about relationships, Leo. This is I'm gonna just do this spread, but I'll quickly go through this. You're trying to make plans with people that you are collaborating with. Some of you might be on dating websites, okay, or you're trying to go to gatherings and looking at prospects here of, you know, who do I want to offer that cup of love to, trying to manifest. Again, I'm seeing something about dating and looking at who are you going to invest in. Some of you, I'm seeing possibly new love coming in with a fire sign or an air sign. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That might be also, which would be very compatible. Another fire sign, you know, or an air sign would be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, also very compatible for you. Air and fire go pretty well together. All right. Yeah, some of you are going, I'm hearing you're going through a time of catharsis. You're going through a time of rebirth. It is the beginning of a new solar year. You're closing out a chapter. You are, you're ending something, right? And this full moon is definitely bringing that in, you know. The main issue here is, what are you working on? What are you working on, okay? And in the past, it looks like you have some blessings coming in for you, okay? A lot of positivity, a lot of healing, a time of starting to see things really clearly. In the future, that's your energy stepping into your power, your boldness. There you are again at the foundation. You're holding it down. You're really, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of passionate, positive energy. This might be work related, but again, it could be whatever you're working on. I'm seeing a lot of creative passion, whatever you're putting out there creatively, whoever you're influencing. You might be an influencer. Some of you business owners, entrepreneurs. Some of you working in the fields of communications, marketing. This is really hinging it all together. And it looks like in the past, you were doing very well. In the outcome, I don't like that. Okay. I'm hearing it again. Catharsis, catharsis, catharsis. Oh. Sweet Jesus, can the summer be over soon enough? We're in the hottest month of the year. Okay. What is Leo hammering out over here? What is Leo working on with this Eight of Pentacles? What is Leo working on? What is Leo? Well, some of you, it has to do with the feminine energy, wife, mother figure. Others of you, you're just trying to nurture something, getting some growth in your life. That might involve you dropping some burdens and steering clear of people that are engaging in this one-sided give and take, where it's, you know, you're carrying the load of other people, or, you know, something that's very, it's a very heavy burden you have to let go of. And it could also be a kind of a spiritual burden of you're going through some kind of disappointment. I'm sorry to say, some kind of hopelessness or losing your faith in something. or trying to drop the burden of, I don't know if I can believe in this anymore. Some of you, your aspirations, your goals have been just shot down, or I'm getting something buried here, like, and you're working on it. You're trying to get growth. You're trying to expand beyond this heaviness. Some of you maybe even moving, okay? An Aquarius might be relevant, a soulmate. I am seeing possibly a move involving your energy or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There we are again with a Queen and King of Wands, but now this Queen of Wands is showing up in the reverse. So there's some kind of very demanding energy here, and it might again go back to entrepreneurship, what you are passionate about putting out there in your life, passionate about getting forward movement, quick movement. Some of you again involving an actual move, okay, moving house, residence, location. But I feel that this move, if you're working on making a move right now, it is probably going to be in a place that will allow you to get traction with your life. It's going to allow you to get the healing, to believe again in something, to drop burdens, to drop heaviness, responsibility. That's what you're working on. In the past, well, I mean, the sun and then the world in reverse, some of you, you're still getting some blessing from this, okay? Whatever was blessing you in the past, that's not completely ended with that in reverse. You're still reaping some blessing off of that time frame. I'm not entirely sure what that's about, but there is some inertia going on with this in reverse. There's some kind of, are you having trouble? I just heard end of an era. Some of you you were on some kind of, I'm getting like a hamster wheel. You're having trouble getting off of that. Because it blessed you in the past, and you're still getting some blessing off of it, but there's inertia, like, can you get off of this? Get off of this, because this is actually inertia. It might feel like you're moving forward, but you're not. I don't know that. I'm not going to go too deep into that. That's the past. You don't know what that is. In the future, your energy, very bold, very confident, very passionate. But something is unhealed having to do with your happiness. Okay? I see you stepping out and going after what you're passionate about. Stepping into your power. That's come up multiple times in this reading. You are going to step in your power. Okay? But I really feel that in the near future, what you're having, I'm seeing over the next month, okay? You having to direct that power towards blocked emotions regarding how you're getting happiness, how you're going after happiness. There's some kind of blocked emotions about also wish of fulfillment. And I'm getting something here also, again, with that star in reverse. Some of you, there is an issue of wish fulfillment, and you going after wish fulfillment, and you feeling like you've lost your faith or your hope in this, and that needs to get healed. And part of part of the issue is there's some kind of, I just heard purge, release, like you need to like really sit with these feelings and emotions, and if you gotta cry it out or write it out or whatever, the things, the ambitions, the goals, the ideals that you had that did not come to pass or in the way that you wanted or needed, you need to like open that up and you need to heal. Because there's something attached to your happiness with that, okay? And your healing. What's hinging this up, and that came in the reverse, okay? 5 of Pentacles in reverse, again, surrounding your energy. So, and I heard out in the cold when it fell out. Some of you fell out in the cold, or you're afraid of being put out in the cold. I do see money matters improving, but again, I'm going back to this, is this healing around money and responsibilities and business and all of that is hinging on you maybe making a move that positions you better financially. It gives you more leverage. I'm also seeing that it's hinging on not engaging in relationships where you're carrying the load of yourself and others in these kind of one-sided arrangements where basically you need to be able to drop burdens and you need to be with people who are burden sharing. They're sharing sacrifice, they're matching effort, okay? That's really key to you coming out of any kind of financial issue. That was right, balancing, healing, the give and take. This is a very divinely guided with the Temperance card. Sagittarius or Cancer might be relevant here, but for the most part, I feel like Spirit is trying to give you divine downloads to guide you out of this. If there was financial loss, guide you, show you the path out of it. Or if you are afraid of loss, show you the path to bypass that happening. And I feel like it has to do with your alliances, who you're allied with, okay? Seeing the outcome. Not a fan of that in the outcome. Let me figure out why. I'm sensing intuitively that some of you are, when you realize what it's going to take to get this healing, I told you it's going to come out all night tonight, and here it is, because it's a full moon in Aquarius. So of course we're going to be talking about emotional disconnect and letting go of feelings and moving on. Okay. I think that what some of you, this is what I was getting intuitively before that came out, what some of you are going to realize you have to do to move on to your happiness, it's kind of a contradiction. It's not going to make you very happy, okay? Like, wow, that's not what I wanted to hear. Like, are you telling me I'm going to have to go do this to get that? It's almost this feeling of damned if you do, damned if you don't. What do you want to lay to rest? What do you want to breathe new life into? You're going to have to be very intentional, okay? Some of you, you're not open to the answer right now. You're at a stalemate because you don't want to see or hear that what you've got to do is let go of something that maybe in the past made you happy. But I'm hearing again, end of an era, end of an era, end of an era, okay? Some of you are having a lot of trouble moving on because you know that I just heard time's up about something and maybe you want to get on from it, but what's required, again, what is required to get on from it is not at all what you wanted to hear. Welcome to the Matrix. I know. It's not Burger King. You cannot have it your way, unfortunately. I learned this too soon in life. Too soon in life. But that is all I have for you. I hope that I've given you some insight and some clarity about what y'all need to release tonight with this full moon in Aquarius. And I will be back again. I don't have it written down, but basically whenever we have the new moon, okay, which is, I think, is it going to be on the 24th? Might be on the 24th, somewhere around then. Okay, we're going to have a new moon, and I will go live again. So make sure that if you want me to read for your sign, that you are subscribed, that you've activated the bell for notifications, and look out for my messages, because I'll give you a heads up. When I go live again, you'll have the chance to request your sign. Thanks to everybody who joined in. Thanks to Nun for kicking that person out. And y'all have a good evening, and I'll be in touch with you as soon as I can. Y'all be blessed. Good night.